Hello and welcome again to the Stanley Parable. This is Computer Queen 45 Alex speaking, and this is episode 4, so let's just get right on our way. I mean, why bother with the waiting around?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh my god, guys, it has been so long since I got to do an episode of Stanley Parable. I mean, not since I got to do an episode of Stanley Parable, I shouldn't put it that way. It's been so long since I did an episode of Stanley Parable, and it's mostly just because I haven't felt like sitting down and recording for like 3 hours, and I haven't had like 3 hours to just sit and do it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Still not doing that.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That's just my computer being terrible, like I've mentioned many a time before.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Beautifully constructed.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't like to sit down and just be here for like 20 minutes recording an episode. I like to actually like do at least an hour session, and I don't normally have time to do that between, you know, the normal people stuff, school and homework, and just generally having a life, but hey, that's YouTube. You don't get to have a life.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
I'm kidding. It's not at all a burden to do this. I love doing this. What was it? What was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna do the red door instead of the blue door. That's
Look,
what I was
Stanley,
gonna do
I
this
think
time
perhaps
around.
we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I don't think we have.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Oh no, you're a pretty nice
I realize
dude.
that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
No, I have consideration.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
I have consideration for
I don't know how to
my, like,
convince
4
you of
viewers.
this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay. I guess we'll just do that.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I want it to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
No, I think I'm gonna keep walking in the circle.
Well, I think I have a solution.
I like this circle.
Here, let me show you.
I love how the light turned on over here, too. That's funny. I'm gonna go through this one. Ooh, dark. Oh, loading screens. Okay, great. Well, and since my computer hates loading, I can actually talk about what I was trying to talk about. Yeah, I like recording in like a session instead of just doing it for like 20 minutes, and I haven't really had a chance to do that with my life. But, I mean, I'm back. I actually had to sit down and rewatch all of my Stanley Parables before I did this.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
I don't know. What are you looking for, creepy dude? Oh, I gotta walk forward. Okay, computer.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
It actually
If we
really
just
is.
stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
You say that like it's amazing that you could ever feel happiness. And I think that in itself is pretty sad. While I wait for you to do more narration, I was actually in a planetarium like yesterday, so this is sort of like not like, not I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't want to say familiar territory, because this is not, like, what a planetarium is like, but it was really cool to be in that planetarium, and, like, just look at everything, and I'm gonna get out of here before I ruin my brain any further. Whoa.
No, wait. Where are you going? Where are you?
I don't know. Why is my computer freaking out more than usual? It doesn't like whatever you're doing to it, man. Calm down. Oh, the stairs!
Oh no! Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Well, that's what I want, though. I want this to all end. While I was rewatching all my old episodes, well, not all my old episodes,
Please,
but just...
no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
I'm just talking over him being, like, so broken about this. While I was rewatching all my old episodes, I realized my voice just sounds
Stanley,
terrible.
think about what you're doing.
And I'm not funny. I'm not entertaining. I might as well just shut up and play the game, and it would be the same thing. Or, like, the same level of entertainment. I should just do this. While I'm saying I should not talk anymore, I'm talking.
Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Good. I'll keep doing this. Computer.
No.
Seriously.
No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
For the YouTubes, I guess. I'm not funny. It's just a fact. It's just a fact of life. I'm gonna just finish this off.
Stanley?
Come on.
Let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
No.
My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You
yeah.
were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
I mean, it's not just to spite you. I mean, this is kind of fun. I mean, stairwells and never-ending death. That's like my thing, dude. That's what I do. Just poop.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore.
See, now you're getting it.
I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Maybe I kind of want to see what he does if I go back in that other room. You know what? I'll make you happy, dude. Let's see what we do if we go back in that other room and make my computer lag some more. It hated that room. Like, it started... I don't know how that came up on the capture, but it probably came up the way it was looking, which is just, like...
Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
Bit of both? I don't know.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I still thought that was possible.
It's really pretty, though. I mean, man, it's not my fault you made the game this way. I can only stop playing this game when I kill myself. And I've already wasted, like, not wasted, but I've already spent like 10 minutes doing this, man. It's been like 10 minutes and I'm still... Where's the big blobby part? Up here. I like that part better than this weird dust particle stuff down here. Okay, I'll make a deal with you. I'm gonna count down from 10, and if there's still no blobby stuff in the sky, I'm leaving, okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, you're blowing it, man. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, man, you blew it. I'm getting out of here. See you later. See ya. Stairwell it is. You got anything else to say? No? You're just gonna let me walk up here in peace? Okay. Whatever. Whatever you want to do, man. I realized that I was just talking completely on autopilot. I realized mentally that I was talking, and I went, wait, what? I'm still speaking.
Is it
Ooh.
over? It's going to restart, isn't it?
That actually looked pretty painful.
I'm going back.
Yep, you're going back, dude. Sorry, man. I gave you a full 10 seconds to bring the blobby stuff in the sky back, and you didn't do it. You made the game. You made it so that that was possible, and so that the only possible way to end the game was throwing myself off that platform. So, I mean, it's not my fault when I don't sit in that room forever. It gets boring, man. Eventually, I'm just done. Eventually, I realize that I am indeed still talking.
The meeting
So
room.
pretty.
Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley
What?
just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
But I'm not alone. I've got the narrator. What is this? Oh, it just says the end is never. Okay, that's great. Do they all say that? Okay, this is freaking me out. Except you. Okay, you're normal. And you are a copier. You couldn't possibly say that. Could you? Could you, little copier? Okay. Okay. Aha, you are the awaiting input computer. Input received. Alright. Let's continue. I don't even remember what I was saying anymore.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, still got stuff to do on this side,
This
man.
was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room.
Nope.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I know, right? Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. Will cause death. Okay, let's move on.
Look, Stanley, I think
It's
perhaps
actually what
we've
you guys
gotten
say.
off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy,
maybe.
really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Did it just have like an echo
This
where it
is
was
it,
like,
Stanley.
her?
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
My like wife or girlfriend or child or what? Whoa, that actually like
That's her,
scared me.
Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I don't wanna. Ooh. Are we talking wife or child or girlfriend? What are we talking here? 427. Hey.
Oh, Stanley, is that you?
Wife?
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Sounded
I'm
like
just pulling
wife.
the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now,
Elevator.
I want you to come in and tell me all about
Your damn
Hello.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
What if we just have a chair blocking this room?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Aww. Please press 4.
Stanley is
Okay.
quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Aww.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now He's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
But I mean, this is a pretty fabulous adventure that we're going on right now.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
Yeah, that happened.
The thought excited him terribly.
10 minutes ago? Spend time with the boys.
So, he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either.
It was about 8 minutes ago.
Choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls.
Didn't do
and
that
down
yet.
another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions.
That was the first thing
and
we did.
down another was a game with a baby.
Then that.
And he called it the Stanley Parable.
That's the game we're playing. Look around, this is the Stanley Parable. Didn't I already
It
press
was
2?
such a wonderful
I have
fantasy.
kids.
And so in his head, he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
8.
But there is no answer.
But you just said I don't
How
have
could
a
there
wife.
possibly be? In reality, all he's doing
It don't
is
make
pushing the
sense.
same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer
I
he
have so many
spends here,
filing
the more
cabinets.
invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
I'm pretty sure I'm literally halfway between right now.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer.
Hey,
That as
clock.
long as he remains here, he's slowly killing
It's like
himself. But he won't listen to me.
6:30?
He won't stop.
I
Here,
don't know.
watch this. Stanley, the next time the
12:30?
screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he
Computer.
remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see?
I have so
How can I
many
make him look at
filing
himself?
You got a mirror? That would help.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. And
Jeez.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I...
Alrighty then. I want to call it a wrap for this episode, but I also kind of don't want to. I want to make this a super long episode, and yet I don't. You know what? I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna call it a slightly short episode, because I think we're out of branches for the right path. So, I mean, at least if I'm thinking straight right now. Which I should be, because it's like 2 p.m. There's no reason I should not be on top of my game. So, this is Computer Queen 45 Alex signing off, and thank you for everything you do. See you next time!